I'm Michael Crossan with Consumer Reports, and behind me is the 2026 Kia EV4. It's a new electric sedan from Kia that just debuted at the New York Auto Show. Let's check it out. This new Kia EV4 is a sedan, and that's something that I appreciate. Most of these electric cars are big SUVs. I think this is going to be much more economical than we're seeing in the larger, heavier vehicles. The styling is definitely Kia. There's no mistaking it. To be polite about it, I think it's distinct. Let's call it maybe unique. Kia has 3 different trim levels for this EV4, and no matter which you choose, you're going to get one power plant, at least as far as the motor goes. It makes 201 horsepower and powers just the front wheels. But there are 2 batteries available. The EV4 Lite is the entry-level trim, and it does get the smaller battery. It's 58.3 kilowatts. It's going to get 235 miles according to the manufacturer. There is a larger battery available, 81.4 kilowatts, and that's going to show up in the Wind trim and the GT line. According to Kia, we'll get 330 miles of range, which actually sounds pretty impressive, providing it actually performs at that number. This has a different charging port. It has the NACS port, or the North America Charging Standard. You might know it as the Tesla port. But Kia is telling us that you can go from 10% of charge all the way up to 80% charge in 29 or 31 minutes, depending on that battery size. Inside the EV4, the interior is pretty straightforward. I might even call it minimalist. The centerpiece is this large, what Kia calls a 30-inch screen, but in actuality, there's 3 screens. You have your driver's display, there's a small middle screen that's about 5 inches wide, and that's going to be for climate control, and then we have our infotainment screen. Now, we've actually seen this setup before on our EV9, and we actually don't love it. The center screen for the climate control is actually blocked by the steering wheel. We do get some physical buttons for temperature and fan control. Another thing that reminds me of the EV9 are the seats. We've got decent support on the backrest with the side bolsters, and the seat bottom is actually a really good length and offers some really nice leg support. So this is a sedan, and there are going to be some compromises, particularly with headroom. Now, I don't really feel claustrophobic here, but I am aware of the roof. It is just above my head a little bit, but I understand it's a sedan, and that just comes with the territory. Here in the back seat, I've actually got a surprising amount of legroom. I'm sitting behind myself. The seat is also surprisingly comfortable for the size of the vehicle, and again, being a sedan, headroom is, there's not a lot of it back here. It's not very generous. So I do have to slouch just a little bit, and it gives me just enough headroom so I don't pop my head up on the roof. Space is always a premium in a sedan, and the trunk is super important. The opening is very unique. It's very wide and offers pretty good access to the trunk. Here at Consumer Reports, we're big on safety. We expect to see basically the same active safety features and driver assistance features on this EV4 that we see on Kia's other models. One thing we're very interested in seeing is how this EV4 stacks up against the other electric cars on the market. It is a sedan, and a lot of those EVs that are sedans are at a higher price point from luxury manufacturers like Mercedes, BMW, and Lucid. This very well could be a budget Model 3 contender. Estimated pricing for the EV4 is going to be between $36,000 and $40,000, depending on configuration, when it goes on sale in early 2026. And of course, we're going to purchase one of these EV4s for our test program when they're available. We're going to put it through more than 50 tests, give it an evaluation, and we'll bring you all those results on cr.org.